So Friday night. I know this is a speakeasy drink podcast, but I have to talk about another book
Oh, yeah.
that I'm reading. It's called Entertaining is Fun, and it's by a woman named Dorothy Draper. How to Be a Popular Hostess.
Oh, it's so cute.
Oh, it's so pretty, right? I mean, look at it. Then you open it, and it's just like all these red polka dots. It's just so energetic and so pretty and so cute. It was written in the 1940s, and I thought when I picked it up that it was going to be one of those, it's not going to translate to our time because it was a different time. It's going to be elite-y, nothing like that. She was a very famous decorator in the States in her time, but she was a great entertainer as well. And she writes this entire book about it, and I love it.
About entertaining at home? Like
Entertaining
in her home?
at
Entertaining
home.
in her home?
And entertaining
nice.
big parties, small parties, one-on-one parties, and cheap budget, expensive budget.
At first I thought you said sheep.
Not sheep. No sheep are coming to the house with just like all she's saying is, as a hostess, it's up to you who you invite, what you serve. You better make it work, and I'm going to tell you how.
You better make it work.
You better make it work. If you're going to throw a party, make it work. I love this little sort of thing about cocktails that she writes. A fair proportion, I feel like I have to do this in an accent, should I?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
A fair proportion of Americans go in for tea, but more and more of them gravitate to about 5 in the afternoon. What time is it, guys?
4:40.
we
Round
go.
up. Yeah.
Gravitate about 5 in the afternoon toward the cocktail shaker. A gathering of friends at this hour makes a pleasant break between the working day and the evening. Perhaps that is why this has become the most widely popular way of entertaining in America. The first requisite for such a party is good liquor. The second is plenty.
That's the second? No, I'm just kidding.
Don't try substituting the second recommendation for the first. Lots of people do that, and for that reason, lots of men shy away from the cocktails they are offered at parties. I thought that was cute. They prefer to do their drinking at a bar where they can see the bottle from which their drinks are poured. Good liquor is not cheap. Cheap liquor is not good. I would have in university rolled my eyes at that statement, and now I would not. I completely agree.
Words to live by.
Yeah, it's a different time of stage of life.
Absolutely.
Right? We don't have to drink cheap stuff.
No.
So we don't. And in doing so, you appreciate the good stuff.
Yeah.
We have refined palates. ladies.
Refined. So, I was thinking about this as I read this, and I'm like, when was the last time I really threw a party? I haven't thrown a party in a long time.
If you have, you didn't invite us. So
Right.
we have to say
like to.
something. We always like to say that we're not invited.
Yes, I don't think I have thrown a party in years.
No.
No,
Well, it's about
parties
time.
have kind of, with the way that things have changed, it's just something that I can't even think of the last time we were invited to a party. Maybe it's just us. Maybe we're just not good.
It's just you, Erin.
It's just
the
me.
parties are happening.
The parties are happening without me.
Well, I'm gonna throw a few
Reality.
parties, so don't worry, Erin. Like you're invited, and I'm gonna do the whole meet you at the door with a drink and do all that stuff.
Love it.
I
love
can't
it.
wait. Anyway, this was a drink that I would absolutely meet people at the door with. It is extremely strong, but I think it would get the appetite going.
I want to hear about it.
Okay, so it is 1 ounce, and when I say ounce, think of a shot glass, 1 ounce frozen mangoes, and then just sort of put it in a blender, make it into a puree. 1 ounce lime juice, freshly squeezed. 1.5 ounces Grand Marnier, which is an orange flavored cognac. 1.5 ounces of, everyone said vodka. I thought gin would be a better one for this, a drier gin. And I did 1.5 ounces of a drier gin. I thought it was tasty. I love it. I am not drinking this right now because I am saving mine to have with my husband. because I think he's gonna love it. And he thought it was a bad idea to add gin to this instead of vodka. I'm so happy I put gin in this. So happy I put gin in this. If you're not a gin fan, go for the vodka. Doesn't matter.
And then a salted rim.
I love a salted rim. It's like my favorite thing.
Yes. So,
And can we just say how adorable this salted rim is? Because it's got
Yeah.
little flakes
What is it?
and flecks, and it's pink.
it's pink.
It's so pretty.
So I kind of cheated with the pink, but I'll tell you what it was. Salt. I used Himalayan salt, which is kind of got this
Pink-ish.
orangey hue to it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I put some chili flakes in it, which is the bite.
Yeah.
And then I had a natural food coloring powder from hibiscus flowers. So I put a little bit of the pink in there because I wanted it to. I thought the pink and the yellow would go nice. And I just added a little. It doesn't have much flavor to it. So I don't think it would change the flavor of the salt much. And then I rimmed the glass with it.
Oh, I love it. Thank you for giving us the salt.
So
I love the salt.
good. This is the kind of stuff there. You know what? You don't want to have more than one drink that day, but you want to have a nice strong drink. This is the drink.
Is the drink.
Oh, I love it.
I will suggest if you're going to puree your frozen mangoes to strain it. I like as clear of a drink as I can get. And so I think straining it would be better for the palate and the party and the entertaining and the popular hostess stuff.
She wants to be the popular hostess.
The
Are you adding
finest
bubbles to
toast
it?
No, I'm getting water for myself because as much as I really like this drink, I am not.
It is very strong. I will say it
it's
is
so
very
delicious.
strong. Yes,
I can't
it's
believe
really
that it's not
delicious.
orange juice. With that Grand Marnier in there, it has the orange,
Yeah.
and so the smell. Okay,
Yeah.
so let me tell you, when I got these two drinks from Heather, she's like, "Oh my God, they look the same," and I was like, "Wouldn't that be hilarious if you guys made the same drink?" And so the first thing I did when I got them was I took a whiff of each, and I was like, "Oh no, Sarah's has orange juice in it." That's seriously what
It
I
smells
thought
like
from the
orange.
smell. It smells like orange juice.
Yeah.
And so I couldn't believe that was, I can't believe it's not orange juice.
Well, it's orange bitter, so it'll be so much more concentrated, right?
It's so good. I love it.
Oh, and with the salt, no question. No
Drinks with
question.
when you put salt on the rim of a drink, it just adds like that little extra. What does salt do to a spirit? To like, I don't know if it does.
I
It
don't
change
know what
the taste
salt
of it?
does to a spirit. I mean, I imagine that this drink is quite, I know it's not very sweet, but it is sweet to me. So I think the salt does bring the sweetness out. However, if you have eaten and been around South Asian food, we all know of this awesome drink called the mango lassi. And mango lassi comes in two flavors, sweet, or it comes savory, which is salted mango lassi.
Oh, okay.
And salted mango lassi is so good. I don't know what it is about salted mango, but maybe because mango's so sweet.
Well, I think it's the same sort of deal where you do like the tequila with the lime
Right.
and the salt. And
None of
then
that is sweet. Like limes are not
Right.
sweet. Tequila's not sweet. But it must bring out something, right?
It must bring out flavor, right?
Sorry.
Sorry. Aaron, will you try to say something before
I
the
think
two
it's
are
the
being dicks?
acid
Yeah.
with the salt because this had lime juice in it too. So I think that lime and salt is what marries the two together.
Perhaps,
But you can salt the rim of all kinds
Oh,
of
you can
things.
salt it of everything, yeah.
But I do think sweet and salty also works very well. And I know in baking, a lot of sweet baking, they sometimes sprinkle salt in it.
Well, think of
that
like a
contradiction.
salted caramel, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And think about salted lemons for my argument.
Totally. Yeah.
It just does something.
You know, greet your guest at the front door with this. And man, I tell you, the strength of this drink, it's going to be a damn fun party.
Okay, I have a logistics question for your party because I'm not a. Just to bring it down.
Yeah. Why not?
I am not. Sorry, I'm not a hostess. I'm the first to say I'm a little bit uncomfortable. That's why I don't throw parties, and you've not been invited. It's not because I'm having them without you. It's because I'm not a party host. I find it a little bit uncomfortable to be the host. I don't know. This is a thing, but anyways.
Yes.
And my husband is the same. We're both
Okay.
like, I don't know what to do with when people come in the house. Like, I don't even know what to do with their coats. Like, we're total like anxious and weird. Okay. But so would you do a picture and then have it right? So when they ring the bell, you can pour a glass, or would you have glasses already poured and like ready to go? Like, how does this work to greet a guest?
Yes, most of it would be ready to go. Maybe the finish would be at the end. Like, say if you had to grate some nutmeg at the end or something.
So like as your husband's answering the door and they're taking their shoes off and their coats off, you're like counting and pouring drinks.
And then I would take the
popping them
drink
off.
over. Yeah.
Okay.
And so once the coats are taken off and put away, they come in with a drink. They come into the house with a drink.
Okay.
It's really fun.
Any other like socially awkward people out there who are my people, now you know.
Yeah.
I always hate greeting people at the door too. I don't think you're alone on that, Heather.
It's the whole hosting. I'm a very good guest.
Right.
I'm an excellent party guest, and I don't even notice what the host is doing. So it's not like I'm like hyper-focused.
That means that person was a great hostess.
Yeah, but for some reason, I feel like everybody's looking at, if I'm the host, everyone's looking at me and like, I'm doing something wrong.
Oh, rubbish.
You only invite people over who you know are like comfortable with you, that you can say, help
And that's
yourself,
okay. And
make
that's
yourself at home, and you know they will. I mean like Sarah and me. Because we're comfortable, know that if you say make yourself at home, we're gonna like go pour ourselves a drink.
Yes.
And not think twice about it.
Yeah.
You're gonna dust off the bottles from my cupboard and
Here's a feather duster. Get to work.
Thanks for joining us. You can find these recipes under the Speakeasy tab on threekitchenspodcast.com. Heather's gone.
This is what I get drinking on a Wednesday.